We're just about ready to go for the SK Modified feature, and here is your starting lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Starting on the pole, this man no stranger to victory lane anywhere he goes. Say hello to Robbie Summers, and right beside him in the number 55 entry, it is Mike Finkeldy. 2 rows back, starting third, the number 81 entry, Diego Monahan, and right beside him, his brother in the number 31, Sean Monahan. 3 rows back, starting fifth, and the number 51 entry, that is Rob Janovic Jr., and right beside him, in the number 6 spot, number 35 out of Southington, Connecticut. Say hello to Dennis Charette. Starting 7th, it's Tommy Fox in the number 47, and right beside him, the number 66 entry, of course, that's Wendell Daly out of Gales Ferry. Starting 9th, the number 26, that is Don Fowler, and right beside him in the 09, that is Jay Miller. Starting 11th, it's Dennis Gaeta, no stranger to victory lane as well. He's won 5 championships here. He'll look for a 6th this year. He is in the number 3. Of course, he will start 11th. And right beside him in the number 84, that is Glenn Griswold. Starting 13th in the number 56, that is Mark Adante. And right beside him in the number 91, it is Frank Rocco. Starting 15th in the number 71, this machine did well last week. It is Jeff Pearl. And right beside him in the number 27, it's Tyler Chadwick. Starting 19th, it's the number 17. Say hello to Ernie Bertrand. And right beside him in the number 57, it is Mark Payne. Starting 21st, the number 8, it is John Brower. And right beside him in the number 98, Frank Mucciacharo. And rounding out the field, 3 more cars to go. Starting on the 23rd spot, number 85, Joe Krowick, and right beside him, it is Glenn Colvin in the number 7. And rounding out the field, he had some troubles in the heats. We'll see if he can make it 2 for 2 this week. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome number 6, Ron Uhas Jr. So that is your field. They'll do 35 laps of action around the Waterford Speedbowl tonight.
The second row, the Monahan brothers. Sean on the bottom, Diego on the top. Here they come, and the big dogs are barking at Waterford. Trouble for Finkelday as he almost slid into the barrier. So a little touch situation for the 55. The green stays out, but Finkelday is in trouble.
So a bad start for Mike Finkelday. He went from 2nd, and he's dropped all the way down for 9th, but a great start for Robbie Summers. Robbie Summers in the big rattle up machine leads the field into turn number 1 out of turn number 2. Side by side, a great battle for second, Matt. That's Diego and Sean. The Monahan brothers caution out in the speedway, though.
2 cars together in turn 2. The reason for the yellow, Billy Dunn fires him up, and firing his way off the turn, Rob Summers getting the advantage over Diego Monahan. They stampede their way into the backstretch, and the man with the brightest blip on the radar screen is Rob Summers.
And Rob Janovic now, he's in 4th. He's side by side with Sean Monahan. Up front, Robbie Summers leads by about a car length over Diego Monahan. The Monahan brothers right now nose to tail looking to take that first spot away. Caution.
And another yellow, a 4-car pileup in turn number 1. Dan, what is going to transpire?
Well, here we go. Billy Dunn waves the green flag, and we are back to racing. What a good start for Robbie Summers. He's got the inside groove, and he puts himself right in front of Diego Monahan, slamming that door. Sean Monahan currently running 3rd. A good battle right now for 4th, Matt.
And it is the Monahan brothers trying to gang up on our leader. Now Rob Janovic tucks it in behind Sean Monahan in the 31 car. In 5th place is Fox. The action is for 6th and 7th. Mike Finkelday making a good recovery as he tap dances around the 35 of Dennis Charette. Finkelday picks up a spot, and trying to follow his progress is Dennis Gaeta in car number 3.
Keep your eye on that Rob Janovic machine. He's currently 4th, but he's caught up to the Monahan brothers twice now. As one of the Monahan brothers, that looks like Sean goes to the outside of Diego as they pass the stride.
So the battle of the brothers for 2nd and 3rd. It is Diego on the bottom, and here is Sean. He has bite, he has momentum, he has 2nd place. So Sean Monahan is back into 2nd place, but right now he almost needs a pair of binoculars to check out Rob Summers, who has opened a 2-car length lead. Good single file battles all the way. Now Jay Miller has gotten underneath Mike Finkelday. That battle for about 8th. So Jay Miller looks strong tonight in car number 09.
So Sean giving his brother Diego a little lesson as that nice slingshot move pays off. He's taken down 2nd. He has his eyes set on 1st. But Robbie Summers with a fast car leads by about 2 car lengths as they come by this time. 27 laps to go, Matt.
And Sean Monahan at this time not making any inroads in his deficit as Rob Summer has a substantial lead. Glenn Colvin trying to get underneath Chris Pastriak. So Glenn Colvin in only his 2nd SK Modified race trying to muscle his way underneath Chris Pastriak in the 5 car. That is far deeper in the pack. Now Tommy Fox is taken off. He is on the outside of Janovic. They storm off the corner. Fox has become a factor, so has Dennis Charette.
And Tommy Fox looked like he was going to take that 4th position away from Janovic in turn 4, got a little loose, but he's not loose now as those two machines are side by side. Coming out of turn number 4, give the advantage to Tommy Fox, your new 5th place driver.
And let's see if he can continue now to attack the 81 of Diego Monahan. Fox looks tough on the outside. Tommy Fox usually runs well in April here. And right now he is running well enough to almost shake hands with Diego Monahan. Monahan has 3rd, but hanging on like 5 o'clock shadow is Tommy Fox.
Tommy Fox on the outside, Diego on the inside. This time by 22 to go. Tommy Fox is your new 3rd place driver. Up front still, Robbie Summers leads by 2 car lengths, but here comes Tommy Fox coming 3rd now. Does he have enough time to get to the front, Matt?
We still have 22 laps to go, almost an eternity in this SK Modified race, and the plot continues to thicken up at the front, where Rob Summers still has a slender advantage over Sean Monahan. Good battle shaping up deeper in the pack. Dennis Charette has a spot, but making his presence felt underneath is Dennis Gaeta. So the 35 and the 3 car, that battle brewing on the backstretch.
And Dennis Gaeta right now nose to tail with Charette. They're going for the 6th spot. Gaeta wants it. Charette has it out of turn number 4. Still Dennis Charette.
Back a little ways, Jeff Pearl, who had a podium finish a week ago, is now running 8th, 1 notch ahead of Finkelday, and rounding out our top 10 is Jason Miller. Rob Summer is able to slowly fatten that lead over the 31 of Sean Monahan. So Rob Summers, as we approach the halfway, he's competed here before in the Featherlight Modified Series. He never got to the race on time last week as he had a problem with oil pressure in his qualifying heat. They had to pack that car and go home. And it's amazing the healing powers that you can get in 1 week. He went from having a disaster on his hands to one of the fastest cars in the state.
Back to the battle for 6. Dennis Gaeta and Dennis Charette side by side right now as we go down the back straightaway.
Now Janovic starting to pester the back bumper of Diego Monahan. So Rob Janovic started 5th, and he is still in 5th place. Right behind him is Dennis Charette. Then we go to Gaeta. Gaeta has a spot, but all over him, like fog on a bathroom mirror, is the 51 or the 3 of Dennis Gaeta.
Man, look at Tommy Fox. He was trailing Sean Monahan by about 6 car lengths. That has dwindled down to about 1 car length. Tommy Fox is coming very hard and very strong now as we come down to 12th to go.
I think Tommy Fox is taking advantage to this long series of green flag laps that we have had. It's enabled him to come to within handshaking distance of Sean Monahan. So the cars wheel and deal their way into the 2nd turn. Monahan has a spot, but all over him, like a sunblock, is the 47 of Fox. A lap car might have impeded Fox's progress that time, as Tyler Chadwick was a lap car, and Fox had to back off.
Look at the lead right now for Robbie Summers as trouble now as a caution comes out. Caution out in the speedway.
Rob Summers, Sean Monahan, they rev it up. Here they go across the stripe.
And away they go and give the advantage this time to Monahan. Monahan on the outside, Robbie Summers on the inside. Those 2 cars side by side, Matt, down the back straightaway.
Well, Robbie Summers only borrowed the advantage. He let Monahan borrow it, but now he has it back as they swoosh their way across the stripe. It is Robbie Summers and now Tommy Fox. He has his mind set on 2nd place. There goes Fox, 2 cars welded together, and now Tommy Fox has maneuvered his way into 2nd place, and it's Monahan going around. Contact between he and Charette in 35.
Billy Dunn waves the green flag. Here we go. Robbie Summers sticks his nose out ahead of Tom Fox. Those 2 machines right now side by side racing down the back straightaway. I'm going to give the edge to Robbie Summers.
And not for long, Tommy Fox, who runs the outside groove very well here, has it. But as they come to the stripe, who will it be? Tommy Fox on the outside. Robbie Summers, the yellow comes out. Now, as we get ready for a restart, will it be Fox? Will it be Summers? Fox goes around.
And Tommy Fox goes around spinning like a top in the infield. We're staying to green. Now here comes the caution now. We're probably going to restart this one again.
There we go green. He does. Summers with an impressive jump. Here comes Dennis Charette to challenge for second.
Charette on the inside right now and gets a little bit loose and taking that position away now is Charette. A lot of smoke coming out of the back of that car.
That might be trouble. Smoke from the rear is usually bad news. Good news for Robbie Summers as he's opened up some breathing room between himself and the 55. The yellow is out. We get ready to go to work for the final 8 laps. Rob Summers in front, and he puts some distance between himself and Mike Finkelday.
Good jump there for Summers. He got about a 2-car length lead. Now Mike Finkelday's going to look to the outside groove and slamming door Robbie Summers into turn number 3. Coming down now, Matt, 7 laps to go.
And Finkelday is all over Summers like ring around the collar as they head into turn number 2. Rob Janovic is in third, and we have a side-by-side extravaganza for 4th and 5th. Miller on the bottom, and there is Chris Pastriak. He has some energy in that car. Chris Pastriak trying to invade the top 4.
And Pastriak right behind him, Ron Uhas. Look at Uhas Jr. now. He's gone from 7th. He's looking to take that 6th position away. But up front, 1, 2, 3 they go. It's still Robbie Summers in first, and right now in second, the number 55 entry.
They're trying to tap dance his way to the outside of Pastriak, but Miller gets a surge coming off the corner. Miller in 4th. He is getting crowded again by Pastriak. Miller seems to have the advantage in the turns, and Pastriak able to make up a lot of that in the straightaway. But the man who owns the straightaways right now is Robbie Summers. He is less than 4 laps away from a great comeback from the record last week. Can he make it to the promised land?
That is the question that will be answered, Matt, in only 3 laps. But we have a great battle back in the field. Uhas Jr. right now side by side as they work down the back straightaway. Up front still Robbie Summers, but right on his bumpers, Mike Finkelday. Coming down this time by popsicle sticks in the air by Billy Dunn. That means, folks, we only have 2 laps to go. Robbie Summers, in his first race of the year this year, he's led every lap but 1. He looks to lead the most important lap, the final one by, as the white flag's in the air. Robbie Summers into turn number 1 in the lead. Mike Finkelday second, Rob Janovic Jr. third. About 2 car lengths separate those 3 machines. Robbie Summers, can he do it? Out of turn number 4 by about 2 car lengths, taking down the checkered flag. Number 11, Robbie Summers. And that gentleman led every lap but 1 tonight, but he led the most important one, the checkered flag.
Rob Summers. So Rob Summers taking off his helmet and taking a breath. He really had to work hard for this one through a lot of yellow flags. He had the lead for all but 1 lap, but he only let Tom Fox borrow it momentarily as he was back in front after Tom Fox's car encountered some difficulty. And Rob, last week at this time, you were headed home. Tonight, you're headed for Town Fair Tire, Victory Lane. How did this amazing turnaround take place?
I'll tell you, I got to thank my crew, Ernie Ruggiero, my crew chief, Dan Anderson, Brian Crowley, all the guys that came down here and gave me a hand. I got to especially thank Ronnie Still for letting me use his motor.
Well, for your first race ever here in an SK Modified, you seem very comfortable out there. Was it as easy as it looked?
No, it wasn't that easy. Them restarts they're pretty tough. I had some problems with restarts. Car just was getting loaded up on us, but once we got going, we were good.
Well, when he got going, he was able to dust the field tonight in the 35-lap SK Modified feature, Rob Summers. So that is a story tonight in our SK Modified.